Russell.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And I refer to my Declaration and Register of Interests and my membership of the Employment Lawyers Association, the Industrial Law Society, Unite the Union, Community and USDAW. Madam Deputy Speaker, the treatment of women in Harvey Weinstein's companies, in UK FAST and in plenty of other organisations across the UK is notoriously absolutely horrific. A significant number of women work in workplaces which are basically run like medieval fiefdoms. Corporate governance in the UK appears to largely serve to cover up sexual harassment and appears to do very, very little to prevent it. As someone who has negotiated settlement agreements for a lot of women who have suffered sexual harassment or maternity discrimination, I can say that I do not recognise the descriptions of UK employees which I hear from the benches opposite. The members opposite appear to regard employees as desperate to bring employment tribunals at any possible opportunity. My experience of representing women in these situations is that they are desperate to avoid bringing employment tribunal claims, that they think it will cause them significant reputational damage if they talk about what has happened to them, that they will be blamed for their experiences, and that they will never work again if they talk about it. So they sign settlement agreements that mean that they cannot talk about it. And they do that knowingly and often for really quite small sums of money because they're terrified of the amount in legal fees that it will cost them if they try to pursue a claim to tribunal. And that's one of the reasons I'm proud to be a member of trade unions and to have given advice to trade union members, because that does enable those women to get the support that they need to actually assert their basic workplace rights. A 2016 TUC report talked about the fact that young women in particular and women on zero-hours contracts seem to be reporting higher levels of sexual harassment at work than other older women. In short, those of us who get to a certain age like to hope that things have got better because we stop personally experiencing sexual harassment at work. Unfortunately, the reality is that actually it's younger workers who have less access to advice and support, who are more economically vulnerable, who actually continue to receive this harassment year after year after year. Matters are not getting better. Employment rights are fantastic, and it is great that we are improving access to them today. But when the benches opposite oppose our moves to restrict the use of zero-hours contracts, they don't understand, so far as I can tell, that those zero-hours contracts that keep women in precarious employment are precisely one of the mechanisms by which sexual harassment occurs. So I commend the bill to the House.